Alright, so today I thought that I would do a reaction type video, but also actually give my input, because most reaction videos are just you sitting there like this, watching the video. I didn't watch Ashton Daniel's video. I watched like a minute or two of it, and then I went along to a different video, but I didn't want to watch his just because I didn't want to see what other people said, what other people's opinions were, so I wanted this to just be my first reaction to everything. I'm gonna give my opinion on the "Do all transgender people think the same?" video from Jubilee. I might have watched this like when it first came out, because I recognized the people in the thumbnail. Let's go ahead and see if I think the same as my fellow people.
Gender and sex are different, and one doesn't mean the other. Like, me having a penis does not make me a man, or does not make me less of a woman.
Children are capable of understanding their gender identity. 3, 2, 1.
Children. See, I'm gonna say yes, but the things that there are a lot of people. I just read a post on Reddit where this person was like, "Oh, my daughter started developing very young, and I was thinking of," hi Marley, how you doing? "I was thinking of getting them a binder, and I let them bind one day, and they really liked it, and they felt more comfortable." Like, I can see a lot of red flags there already. Like it doesn't make them trans just because they're uncomfortable with their chest, and that's it. Like, just because they developed at a younger age, that could be what makes them uncomfortable, developing from a younger age, not the actual chest as a whole, you know? Like, I hope that makes sense, but that's just one thing. So yes, children can, of course, understand their gender identity from whatever age scientists say, like 4 or 5, or even before that, I think. But yeah, just because a kid, a boy has the stereotypes as a little girl, or a little girl has the stereotypes of a boy, does not make the kid trans 100%. There's a lot of other factors in that, but I would say agree. So I don't know if this I already tried recording this, it didn't work. So let me try it again, but last time it was a lot better. Alright, so, I totally agree 100%. I hope you like my laundry over there. I totally agree that kids can understand their gender identity. That's not the problem. The problem that I have is when parents that I've been seeing lately, parents will see that their kid is uncomfortable with their chest, like female to male or whatever. They'll see that their kid is uncomfortable with their chest, and they'll automatically assume that they're trans because of what they've seen on the internet or what they're seeing on Facebook or whatever, right? But in that post that I read, the mom says that the kid developed early. So that is a big factor, and probably why this kid is uncomfortable, is because they developed earlier than their peers, and possibly their chest may be bigger than their peers right now. Like, you don't know. There's multiple factors that come into play, and just because the kid is uncomfortable with their chest does not automatically make them trans. There's other factors that come into play, but that also doesn't mean that they're not trans enough. That's not what I'm saying either. I'm just saying that you have to rule out all the other things before jumping to that conclusion, because there is a lot of risks and irreversible stuff medically, and yeah.
Clear, vivid memory of telling a friend walking down the street, I think I would have been better off born a girl.
Mm-hmm. But I knew there was something different about me. So kids know young, and we need to not necessarily say, okay, switch everything over right now, but we need to give them space to grow and understand what it is.
Gender roles are necessary. 2, 1, go.
I'm gonna say yes, but they don't need to be as pushed on kids as they are. So somewhat agree. Like, they're good to be there, but yeah, I don't know.
Gender norms and gender constructs, like, growing up, they hurt me. They were like, you're a boy, you can't like dress up, you can't play with dolls. That just like made me like start to think that I wasn't made correctly or I wasn't right.
As much as the gender roles are hurting by being so constricting, a lot of that is what kind of helped me understand my trans identity. So the roles that are there, I didn't create them, but it exists. It exists. And I don't want it to exist in some of the ways that it does, but it does. Do I believe this should be widened? Yeah.
Gender reassignment surgery is necessary to be transgender.
No. No. Gender reassignment surgery is not necessary. Legally, it's not anymore. You don't have to do anything medically to your body to change your gender marker or name. Pretty sure. In Canada, I can't remember. I'm who I say I am, and I haven't gotten any surgery yet. I'm on T, but I haven't gotten any surgeries yet. Bottom surgery is better the results are better for male to female, but the female to male surgeries are not that good result-wise or what I would like. So yeah, hopefully that answers the question. No.
And I'll go slightly here. There we go. But it depends on the person. It very much depends
Oh,
on the person.
100%.
For me, it was kind of important. You know, it was just kind of the finishing step kind of thing. But a lot of people don't need it.
Before you have surgery, before you have hormones, before you tell anybody, and maybe even before like you really have a grasp of like what it is you're experiencing, you can already be your gender. My gender was female from the point that I, as a child, developed a sense of gender.
Dating is difficult for me. 3, 2, 1, go.
No. He was before. Now I'm in a happy relationship. Thanks, Oliver.
Dating is very hard. The only kind of people that I attract are people that want to like fetishize trans people.
I agree. It's confusing for them if they say like, oh, so am I like gay or something like that? And it's like, no, because I am attracted to straight men and like straight men are like attracted to me. Do you know what I mean?
There are risks to being transgender.
Strongly agree. I realize that throughout this I've been saying yes or no for some of them. There are risks to being transgender. Yes, there are. There are medical risks. There are social risks. Losing family members, losing friends, losing respect from your peers. Medical risks. Of course, with taking testosterone, you are more, your levels of cholesterol, your blood pressure, all that stuff, it changes to a male level. So of course your cholesterol is going to increase and all those other things. But as long as you stay on top of it and you're good with yourself and you're trying to stay as healthy as you can, then you're good. And regular blood work is you should do blood work. Get blood work.
Transitioning is dangerous.
Yeah,
Transitioning
100%.
is not easy. Like I've been beaten. I've had death threats. I've had sexual assault. Someone threatened me of that. And I'm privileged in this community because of my race or because I transitioned younger. And the biggest problem is that trans women of color are the ones being murdered in this country. Like trans people of color are the ones at risk.
Everything's a risk, you know, nowadays. But I feel like what's really worth it was my mental health. That's not a risk I'm willing to take because that's the real death.
I love my body. 3, 2, 1, go.
No. Right now? No. We're at like a 25-75 ratio right now. 25% of me. Oh yeah, you look nice. Right now, I'm like, oh yeah, I look nice. I look good, whatever. Take the clothing off. The other 75%, maybe even 80%, 20-80. Disgusting. Hate it. Don't want it. Get it out of here. Especially this part. Just get it off. That's it. That's the truth.
Because this is the body I got. And one of the biggest things I did for myself was all during my cross-dressing days. I used to put on all the crazy foundation wear, trying to squeeze myself into something that I didn't fit in. And I looked at myself one day and I said, you know, you look as good as X number of regular women.
Being told like women have this and women look like this and women, and it's like, then I don't look like that. So I must hate my body then, because my body is what keeps me from looking like a woman.
But there are days that I have where my self-esteem issues are so bad that I can't leave the room. And I almost didn't even go to my college graduation because I was like, I'm not female enough to graduate college or something. And all that being said, I have no regrets, that was the thing. Because if I hadn't transitioned, I just wouldn't have a life at all.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't transgender.
Strongly agree. I'm not even going to get into it.
I often have told people that, you know, this is not something I would wish purposely on my worst enemy. You know, it's not pleasant, you go through all, but it's also something I'd never wish on anybody else on purpose.
For me, it's I'm disagreeing because it's not the fact that I'm trans that I don't like. It's the discrimination that I face that I don't like. The intersections that I hold, being black, being trans, you know, you find like discrimination comes at you in different ways.
And like, I would be a completely different person, and I love who I am, and so I don't think I would want to change that. And I'm proud to be trans.
Side of me, please.
That was a good video. To talk about that one, just because I don't know how much storage I got left. Yeah, I don't want to have to save up money to get a surgery that my body should already have. You know, I don't want to have to spend a lot of money on that. I don't want to have to worry about money constantly because of it. I don't want to have to worry if I have a Big Mac that I'm gonna die because of whatever health wish I have from testosterone. I don't want to have to worry. I don't want to have to worry going to family gatherings if I'm gonna see, not that I'm gonna see anybody, but that is someone gonna call me this? Is someone gonna say this? Is someone gonna mess up my name? Is someone gonna mess up the pronouns? Is someone gonna do this? It's not a big part of my life. I'm making this video, yes, but like, well, it is a big part of my life right now, but I don't want it to be. I really just want to live my life as a normal person, get a cat, have a family, go to college, and not have to worry about my birth name being on my student card and I'm not doing anything about it. Hope you guys like this video. Please give it a thumbs up and comment down below what you guys want to see next, and if you want to see more videos like this or trans-related videos, whatever. But yeah, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, maybe even TikTok. I don't know. Alright, see you guys.